Today, I tried to speedrun Plants vs. Zombies Heroes, and it was an interesting adventure to say the least. God, please, someone help. PVZ Heroes is a card game which is known for being a little pay to win. I want to try and see how fast I can make it to the Ultimate League in online mode and claim victory not only over my opponents, but to stick it to EA as well for making this game so pay to win.
Oh god, I'm like kind of stressing out. I'm worried. But we just gotta do it.
We have to start off the speedrun with a tutorial showcasing the basic functions of Plants vs. Zombies Heroes. To the average human being, this game will make zero sense because what does Plants vs. Zombies Heroes even entail? So, to the players of this game, bear with me, I need to catch up the mentally sane people. There are two sides, plants and zombies. Zombies send their cards first to battle, and then the opponent can retaliate with their own plants and abilities. Then, zombies have a chance to go again before the cards fight by playing any tricks possible, which can be a little annoying, but unfortunately, it does make sense. You can also unlock your hero's 4 superpowers through probably the most frustrating mechanic known to man, the block meter. You can either roll a 1, a 2, or a 3 on this thing when a zombie or plant hits your hero, which...
I'm actually sick of this shit.
The first person to get their opponent's health to 0 wins. Anyways, we sweep the tutorial pretty easily. The cards you start off with each hero usually suck a lot, but fun fact, this old card game actually got a balance update, and a lot of the cards our hero Green Shadow have benefit. Each hero contains 2 classes of cards. Green Shadow's Mega Grow class has a lot of plants that can hold their own ground against zombies due to the fact its whole class's gimmick is that you buff plants up. This is especially useful for putting on pressure to deplete our opponent's health as soon as possible, so Mega Grow class is really good for a speedrun. Green Shadow also has the Smarty class, which is comprised of beans, freezing cards, and plants that can swim. I have no idea, whatever. Like I said though, Green Shadow's buffs make us speed through the tutorial, we gain enough cards to make our first deck, and we make a goal how fast we can beat this game.
Let's go with
24 hours.
This is eating up my speedrun time game. Season ends in 1 day. What's my name? RamenRoman? That's always what I wanted my vlog channel to be called. Wait, the season ends in 1 day, guys. No, that's fine.
Our first opponent is against the Smash, which all of their tricks are based around killing puny little plants, usually under 2 attack. Luckily, by always sending a strong enough plant to counter its zombies while living, he can't do too much besides heal himself a little.
Okay, that has to be the worst superpower to, okay.
It doesn't take too much longer to outskill him, and we gain our first couple of stars, and can already unlock our second hero.
Ooh, I like Solar Flare. I have to. I think Spadao would probably be more optimal for the speedrun, because a lot of the early game Solar Flare stuff really sucks. Like, you have to have good cards for Solar Flare to be good, but she's hot, so it's whatever.
The only way to obtain new cards is by using gems, which you can either use in real life money for, which is not allowed in the speedrun. You can also watch ads, but the more gracious option is just by ranking up and completing quests.
Superpower? Come on!
We start getting a winning streak, which helps get us even more stars to rank up faster and can open our first pack.
I need Green Shadow cards. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's literally all Green Shadow stuff. Well, most of it. Wait, what?
Getting a super rare is 30%, but getting one that actually works with our hero on our first pack, Espresso Fiesta actually got a buff, as it used to cost 8 sun, but now costs 7. It makes a plant do a bonus attack 3 times. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Our more reliable way of killing zombie heroes though right now will be our Peas, since we have Torchwood, which we all know ignites Peas to do more damage. And putting him with 3 Peter, which attacks in 3 separate lanes, is really good, because if a zombie clogs a lane in front of this guy, we can use our tricks to buff plants.
Oh my gosh, that still does 4 in this? So 4 plus 4 is 8, that's 11 damage. Oh, but it's twice, it's done. Jeez!
Another Green Shadow card that got a buff was Fertilizer. It used to buff a plant's attack and health by 3, but now does 4. There is a slightly better alternative called Plant Food, where it buffs a plant by 1 and then does a bonus attack before plants and zombies go into combat. But since it's a rare and I'm kind of poor right now, we use Fertilizer instead, which is still a pretty good cheap card. Safe to say, I'm taking Green Shadow. By winning multiple games in a row, we can also get extra stars to go up the ranks even faster. And by only our 6th game, we make it to the Bronze League.
All right, Bronze League, shoot. I mean, We've been getting a little lucky with the games and the pack we just got, but like, I'm pulling my own weight here.
Our first Bronze League match is against Electric Boogaloo, who is extremely tricky. Like, their whole advantage is that they use a crap ton of tricks. Electric Boogaloo's tricks are extremely brutal because 90% of the time, it just feels like he pulls something out of his ass to kill your plants. So if this hero gains more cards than you to counter your plants, you might as well concede. You would think because so many of his cards are tricks, surely you can finesse him by just spamming more plants. Where do you think he gets his cards from?
You can just do so much BS. Yeah, because like, oh my gosh. Oh my.
Our first loss was pretty brutal. In our next game, we face another Boogaloo. But this guy actually plays zombies that don't conjure the most random nonsense known to man, making this game 10 times nicer. I guess I can't complain too much though, because if the zombie players don't have an answer to a buff 3-peater, well,
but I think we can get to rank 10 pretty comfortably with her.
Along the way, to try and speed up to get more packs as possible, I try to complete any hero quest possible, like using sparks to craft a pea shooter with a propeller on it. I'm actually so curious what the origin of this little guy is. He's pretty cool. Afterwards, we face our first Rust Bolt, who I personally have a vendetta for because... The difference between Electric Boogaloo and Rust Bolt is that Electric Boogaloo is basically your sibling telling you, Mom says it's my turn, and does not let you play the game. Rust Bolt is a psychopath who makes you struggle throughout the entire match trying to fight for the most unlikely chance that you win the game. And trust me, even if you play objectively perfectly, the cards like Teacher and Paparazzi, which give incentive for Rust Bolt to use his tricks that target both weak and strong plants, gives him an incredible advantage. And if you ever think you're about to win, he pulls out the Frenzy Buff, which can absolutely wreck you in just one turn. The worst part is he can just spam this because this trick gives more of the card. Sorry, I didn't want to make this a PVZ Heroes documentary. I just really needed to explain this hero specifically because his tricks are absolutely torturous to play against and waste so much time in the speedrun.
Oh, wait a minute now. Let me play my OP cards now, yeah? Actually, you know what? As long as he doesn't get that stupid trick that like kills a plant with 5 or more. I just don't. What the hell? That really has 9 attack now, yeah? Awesome. 10 attack.
We still get stars nicely, even with some of the broken games, because the ranks are still generous to us. After ending off on a score of 9-4, which, I mean, seeing as the decks we have to face against, which I don't know why EA allows, well, probably because I'm the only guy playing this game on a new account, but that does not matter. I decide to make my first zombie hero deck with Super Brains, who is known in this game to have a lot of potential to be a fast, aggressive hero. With tricks that do bonus attacks, the anti-hero class based around having more attack when no plants are confronting it, and tricks that move zombies after the plant's turn. Dick move, by the way. It didn't last too long because I got clobbered really hard. It seems the plants also have some freaking crazy stuff. Roast. I guess the game basically teaches you, no matter what side you're on, the poor stay poor and the rich succeed, which I don't really believe in actually, but you know what, whatever, that's another day. I was very embarrassed to say the least, seeing as I wasted precious time crafting a whole new deck that could not work against good plant cards. Sorry, super duper ooper schmooper, you did not get the job done today. Since I did have a start on Green Shadow with some of the cards, I continued playing her for a while, and actually, we're able to get to the Silver League, not too bad. So technically, we're already 1/5 done with the speedrun. On paper. I definitely noticed a difficulty spike though, even more so in the Silver League. The cards played in these games were getting more complicated, and the quote-unquote right play was getting more into the gray area. And I say the quote-unquote right play because goddamn, if you make the wrong play, you will not hear the end of it from chat. I mean, well, I guess that's only a me problem, so whatever.
That was not necessary, but we win? Don't have your stupid superpower. Oh my god!
It was a little concerning how close some of these games were getting in just the Silver League. And believe me, there were some close games.
Yes, 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 yes. No! Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, blow him, blow him, blow him, blow him! Please, row 1.
And soon after, we can unlock a new hero too.
Who are we unlocking? I'm tired of seeing Spadao, but genuinely for the speedrun, and I think if we avoid another solar class, we can get Chompzilla. So I'm getting Spadao, but I'm not getting Spadao. I don't even want to look at his ugly face.
Although yes, Roman is right, we unfortunately make the mistake of picking Solar Flare, who has the solar class of Chompzilla. And this was the last plant hero we can unlock without using gems, so yeah. Whoops. Green Shadow is going to be the only class for Mega Grow. Naturally though, the more we rank up, the more opportunities we have to get more cards to use through packs. And after grinding some more, we form our new deck, which somehow looks even uglier to look at. By the time we've reached this, we were closing into hour 5. That doesn't sound real at all, but some of these games took freaking ages. But no man should play this game for 5 hours straight. And if you think it hasn't gotten to me by this point,
take a break? Are you stupid? This is a speed run. How am I gonna take a break during a speed run? Are you high? You're high, bro. You're high. You're high. You are high. Hi, hello, what's your name? You're actually fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Electrolyte just gonna do the same thing, and he doesn't have that rocket trick because he would have played that in that last turn, right?
I was beginning to play the game for so long that I started memorizing what each zombie hero's tricks were able to be played by what hero. And by the end of the speedrun, I can confidently say I know every possible outcome and the probability of what each zombie hero is likely to play that turn, based on how many brains they have. That's not a good thing. And this is where I actually started to run into the same opponents playing this game.
Hold up, I've faced this guy before.
Which I guess isn't a bad thing, but remember when I said I was pretty much the only newbie playing this game?
There's no... Oh, this is what I mean. I start doing good, and then they put me against a rank 49. Congratulations, this is probably how you get into Rainbow League, you bastard.
Yeah, the skill-based matchmaking is a little bit questionable, but I didn't let that press me too much by making some high IQ plays and whatnot.
It's wild, isn't it? No point of doing that. Oh yeah! Come on, just put me in rank 49 right now. I just killed that stupid bastard with literally only common cards. Anyways, just give me my stupid hero pack. Give me something good, please. Give me that winter melon pole right there. I deserve it, bro. I actually deserve it. I deserve it. That's actually all pea shooter plants because I wonder why, Roman.
And soon after, you were able to squeeze it by to make it to the Gold League. Just a little over 5 hours. And to celebrate the glorious amount of gems we got, I decided to crack open some packs.
Come on. Super rare at least, bro. Come on. Guys, I can't lie to you, those were some of the most ass packs I've ever opened in my life.
Now, in the Gold League, we only get 1 star per win, but if you do get a winning streak, you get an extra. But now, if you also lose a match, you lose a star. And if you see my scoreboard in the bottom right, we're gonna be making progress very slow. The worst part is essentially if you lose a game, then win a game, you basically just start off in the same place, meaning all that time you worked on for those matches meant nothing. I needed to make sure for this next stage I actually had a decent deck. Now, there is a mechanic where you can actually recycle the cards you have to gain some sparks back, and you can use those sparks back on some cards for a more expensive cost, but still. Unwillingly, I realized the only chance I had to beat the decks in the Gold League was to lock in on one hero. And seeing as I stuck to Green Shadow and I had a good starting point with her, it had to be her.
This is painful. I've never done this before, but it's gotta be the move, right?
Now that I had some options on cards I could craft, I decided to get some uncommon and rare cards that focus on synergy. Basically, plants that have the same class can work together nicely. And remember when I said a couple hours back that running out of cards against Electric Boogaloo was bad? Well, basically any hero for that is bad. A card like Typical Beanstalk can help conjure an extra card to assist you if played next to a leafy plant. My cheapest and strongest options were between pea plants and leafy plants, so I decided to stick between the two of them. Some other leafy plants I used to help out were Bong Choy. Bong Choy's starting power, which is 3, causes all zombies on turn 1 to guarantee to die, and most on turn 2 as well. Plus, if he does live to get some extra damage, his team up ability can make some interesting plays with stronger plants alongside him. I also kept Cabbage Bowl in my hand because the balance patch, it changed this plant's stats for a 2-drop to be on steroids. Seriously, this plant may not look awesome, but trust me, he's really good at handling most zombies and living. Because of the Hero Quest 2, I also had Podfather, but you most likely won't see him play through this challenge because even though his buffing of other pea plants is really cool, it's actually quite awkward to use him correctly most of the time. I also got one Cosmic Bean as well because, well, I had him. But that doesn't mean the games were still a nightmare to play against. Like I said, now, losing just a single game meant losing a whole bunch of time. By this time, I was 8 hours into the speedrun. Yep, 8 hours. 8 is a very real number, and we're not even halfway done. Even though my deck was significantly better, it was still a big struggle to fight through a lot of opponents' decks who just simply had a lot more cards, like super rares and legendaries. Because of how many games we were struggling with in the Gold League, I started thinking about a backup plan. I'm not sure if you guys know this guy, that's Subchub. You know, the guy I just did a collab with him on. He's a pretty big night owl. I'm wondering if we alternate. Like, he'll run this account. Might ask him for a big solid. The season's about to end though. Oh my gosh, I literally could not have picked a worse day. Does anyone know what happens when, holy is that what to say? Like, if you make it to Diamond League, it resets you to Silver, right? So even if I made it to Taco League, I would only make it to Gold. That's kind of the move though. You kind of have to do this. Wait, maybe this is possible. Like, maybe I did pick the best day. Like, it may not seem like it, but like the only way you can get really good cards is if you like spam, like you go through the ranks each time. You get a lot of gems that way. I was really starting to contemplate a lot of my actions. Because I was struggling a lot though, I got an interesting text during one of my games from a content creator I collabed with. Nah, Green Shadow's the move, bitch. Hey yo, Chili, the f are you at? So, how have you guys been?
Oh, good, you?
Oh, you know. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Is it crazy to put a 3-peater here?
It is a little unoptimal, but it does get
It's
balanced.
been unoptimal, but it would be better because you blocked the 4.
I know, yeah. And the 3.
It's up to
I
you,
hate this guy.
honestly.
I hate this dit taker.
Right, let's
gotta
see
pull
if he
his
has a
reference.
break.
Oh my
What's
god.
the
Good,
gravestone?
nice break, a good break.
He
dude.
needs to give me some gravestones. Okay, we can
okay.
work with
We
this.
got
We can
one.
work with this.
Okay, alright. Oh, wait.
Ah, yeah, literally. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
does a lot.
Okay, I can't do math, guys, sorry.
Yeah. Dumbass.
Okay.
Whew. Thanks, guys, for giving me that wake-up slap. I wasn't even...
Yeah, you need the mental stimulation.
No, I genuinely, Guys, I think I'm actually, like, I feel like this is the easy part of the game now. Like, as long as I build a good budget aggro Green Shadow deck, like, I don't think the Diamond rank players have anything on me.
Nothing but legendary cards, but yeah.
I don't know what special sauce these guys came in with, but once they joined, our win ratio greatly improved, and it wasn't too much long after until we actually got to rank 25, officially the halfway point, and now it was time to craft the next deck, Diamondable, because it's gonna be able to get us to Diamond League. Now that I had a good amount of cards with Green Shadow, it was time to make a more consistent deck, which is where you add more copies of a specific card so it becomes a lot more consistent. Usually these kinds of decks perform better, for reasons that feel like pretty common sense. And despite my lack of legendary cards and very few super rare, we were able to keep progressing through the Gold League, get more gems, craft more consistent cards.
Oh, that hurts. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just recycling, Brody.
No, but it's Melonpole. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it yet. I can't do it yet. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, the Espresso Fiesta has like not helped us at all. It's just the thing. I haven't seen it once though. You know, like, how can I say it's bad if I haven't seen it? You know. So it's like maybe it is good. But that's what we're here today to do. Yep. See, Espresso Fiesta. This is the game. Come on.
Oh, you do not put espresso as a start, bro. Yeah, try to say it's too late. Or espresso's too late for this kind of deck.
Okay, but maybe you're too late to join to stream. So maybe you should turn on notifications on Twitch and YouTube to get the livest update from RamenRoman. Ever thought about that, guys? What the hell?
There were a lot of bogus games that started to happen in the Gold League. But guys, there is literally too much footage for me to show you. Just take my word on it. Things started to get real. Now, the reason why I take a fancy on drawing or conjuring cards is because there are heroes like Professor Brainstorm who thrive on spamming minions. And if they also run a class that helps them conjure a lot of cards, they can absolutely annihilate me with no downsides. I also didn't know this, but apparently there are good and bad matchups with each hero in the game. I had no idea it was this competitive, but yeah. Green Shadow is in fact a bad matchup to swarm decks like Professor Brainstorm because though she can buff and bounce zombies, if there's too many placed, it's quite meaningless. Because I'm literally him though, I can wiggle my way through some of these matches.
Chili. I think I gotta get rid of the Espresso Fiesta.
That was really helpful there.
It was the first card I actually got. Like, doesn't that mean something? You know?
I guess it does, in the same way that Melonpole does.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, whatever.
Okay, well, I didn't say you had to recycle it.
Fine. You want to see Melonpole go to? You want to see Melonpole go to? You want to see? You want to see everything burn?
I'm being gaslit right now.
Chili and I came to the conclusion that it was definitely better to have early game finishers instead, because waiting for too long meant the zombies could scheme something extremely nasty.
Get rid of a Groshroom or Fertilizer? I think because we have so many ones and everything, maybe just
Sleeper pick? Get rid of a 3-peater?
What the hell are you talking about? This thing is literally the only reason. This is my finisher, bro. Like, I don't think you understand. The only way I've been winning these games is through like fertilizing or like doing something to 3-peater.
It has been working. I won't say it hasn't.
Our deck kept getting better, and more importantly, our win ratio was healing. But the amount of stars you get really slows you down, especially if you're just trying to start out, meaning it takes a really long time. And well, when you have to play a torturous pay-to-play game like this for 10 hours straight, things get a little weird.
Oh, I love Split P too, actually. In this game only. In every other game, it can suck my backwards and forwards. But actually not, because I don't. You know what's crazy? Wait, you know how bestiality is, like, illegal? Like, plants are considered living, but not living enough to the point where, like, you can have sex with a plant and it'd be okay. Isn't that wild to think about?
Though some games I threw, for reasons unknown, with our new synergized deck, we were able to win quite a good amount of gold games, some even better than the Silver League games, even with Roman's questionable sanity levels.
Like, I don't even think what I'm saying is the truth to myself.
Oh yeah, you're f***ed up, bro. You need to get some sleep, bro.
We made it past to the 12-hour mark, so that's cool. But if you remember at the beginning of this video, the season timer is about to restart, meaning we're gonna be set back pretty significantly. So it was time for an actual plan.
I sleep for 8 hours, I wake up, I get to I get to Diamond League, it resets, so I get all of my rewards. I get all of my rewards, and that way I'll have enough resources. The 8 hours sleep, that's how I can convince myself the 8 hours of sleep is worth it because I'm waiting, and there's no point because I've hit the max stage I can. I just need to wait for better cards. Chili. I picked the best day to do the speed run. That's it. Why are you not acting like that's it? That's it.
I kind of like brain farted in the middle of that. I'm not gonna lie.
Unfortunately, we can't reach the goal of beating this game under 24 hours, mostly because someone didn't want to help me. But by reaching Diamond League, we can get a lot of rewards. And after some more consideration of what to do with the speedrun timer, because I don't know anyone else who's spent multiple days trying to do a speedrun. Like usual, I ignore my audience. Accidentally, I actually didn't see this until after the speedrun, and I decide to continue the timer and wake up the next morning ready to conquer PVZ Heroes. So, let me just make a Super Brains deck real quick. Oh yeah, so the reason why I'm making a Super Brains deck is because I actually decided to grind on some quests for even more gems from the heroes. I have completely given up on anyone besides Green Shadow at this point, so trust me, I wouldn't want this either. But because there is still 2 hours left, I grind out some quests to make a slightly better deck now. Taco-able. Because we're gonna get Taco League with it. And after waiting around just a little bit longer, it was time. Okay, I reached Diamond League. I get 5 packs? Really? I really thought it was more than that, I can't lie. 5 packs. Oh my gosh. I mean, I really don't care for any of the uncommons, alright? The tree. Oh god. Okay, legendary. Okay. Now, even though I have been complaining a lot about specific overpowered zombie decks for little old me to fight through, that doesn't mean there are busted plant cards, including for Green Shadow as well. And seeing as I finally had enough sparks to start making a difference in my deck, it was time to turn the tables. A lot of my old YouTube comments from previous PVZ Heroes videos and my chat has told me that a really good starter card was this event card, ClickP, right here. Truth be told, I never really acknowledged him because it just looks really weird to me. But this guy, or these guys' ability, is actually more impactful than what you see at first glance. When a ClickP is played, every single one of them, including others on board, get an automatic 1+1 buff on the board. Though its cost goes up by 1, spamming a lot of these guys early makes it hard for even zombie tricks to counter them sometimes. And because this ability of shuffling more into your deck, the fact that it's the most common card to draw makes it quite significant, especially if you try redrawing your starting hand correctly. This guy just by himself can win games. We are good, guys. Come on, trust the process. But genuinely, it was a lot easier now to get back up to where I was before, to rank 30 in just a little over 30 hours. And because we went through the ranks again and got a lot of gems, it meant I could get even more cards to add throughout my deck. Because the Leafy Synergy in PVZ Heroes is actually relatively cheap to other decks, while still being pretty good, I found the card called Savage Spinach, which if you play on a Leafy card, buffs every card in your hand by 2 attack. But even then, as a 4 cost, 3 attack and 6 health, that's still perfectly fine with me. Focused on P Synergy and Leafy Energy, and a lot of tricks that can bounce zombies back, making their currency that they spent that turn pretty much meaningless. It's quite fun and funny. Unfortunately though, even though this deck is, you know, would be considered better than my very atrocious last couple of decks, because it's the new season and we just... You done? Because it's the new season and we just got up all the way to rank 30, that means all of the players who reached the Ultimate League, now we're back down to where I was, in Diamond League. So, yeah, the matches from here on out were some of the most diabolical things on the planet. Truth be told, after the speedrun, I still don't know whether or not having the reset reward season was worth it, and it does not make it easier the fact that you cannot get any more bonus streaks from here on out. You only get 1 star per win, 1 star per loss. There is no in between, and that means I have to win more than 50% of the games. And just by the way, not everyone can win more than 50% of the time. In one entire day, I made it to rank 31. That's a new record. Yesterday I made it to rank 30.
You did it! You're like actually such a big winner right now. I'm so proud of you, Roman.
Really?
Not really. I'm not proud because you're not a higher number. It's more like, why have you been doing this for, give it 3 minutes, and then we're at 38 hours.
I know. That's a huge time skip. But there was also a time skip in my sanity too. Yeah,
Or I feel like we have to like step in and do something, bro. I don't know if we should let this go on for any longer.
Yum
Like one of
pump.
those scenarios.
Yum pump. Yum pump.
Yeah, this is really bad for the speed run.
Yum pump.
Sorry, Mr. Agent, but pausing the timer is not something, you know, we talked to the rule maker of this category, the PVZ Heroes fresh account, any % speedrun, and they said no pausing the timer even during the day breaks, cause you can farm gems using ads every day. So that's why that's not allowed. Now you might be thinking, wow, that sounds like an incredibly stupid run category, right? Who would even think of something like that?
Hey, me and chat agreed. You weren't there when the council formed, and you weren't. Yum pump. Yum pump.
All right, Roman, I guess just boot up Parsec. Let me tag in for now, bro. You're not doing anything.
But I was genuinely shocked by it, but Chili was adamant to help me out. He would continue the speedrun for a couple of hours throughout the night. And Chili, thank you so much. Unfortunately though, a lot of the games were extremely brutal to him.
No way we're playing the same freaking game right now. Okay, he's banking it on the block. Fair enough. I sure hope that works out for him. He blocked. Okay, cool.
In the 6 hours that he played throughout the night, do you want to know how much he ranked up by? 1 rank. Hey, I guess it's good to know it's not a me problem. When I tell you the diamond rank, especially since the season restart, was damn near impossible. I got on next morning to see how much Chili progressed, and what the hell is this in my deck? Well, no wonder why they didn't get very far. Shoot, I didn't know I chose. Now, we were winning a good amount of matches. The problem was from this point on, we always had to make sure we were at least going 2 steps forward and 1 step back to get to the next rank. But with decks like Electric Boogaloo's Control Trick deck, Rust Bowl, with our new hand, we were able to beat a good amount of those pesky teachers by being aggressive, which was the main function of Rust Bolt's decks. And of course, there were ridiculous games up the wazoo. There were also swarm decks like Infinity, who just spams as many minions as possible, which I can respect to losing actually. There is one Heroes deck I haven't mentioned yet that I do not have any respect towards. Yes, in the New Balance update, some plants got buffed, but so did a couple of particular zombies. The most notable one by far is this zombie right here. On paper, this guy doesn't seem threatening at all, but here's the problem. If you focus on Mustache synergy, this zombie is damn near impossible to kill and just acts as a brain generator for the zombie hero. And with so many of Professor Brainstorm's zombies being mustaches, his tricks being mustaches, his superpowers being mustaches? What? Because you can get a brain back means you can spam as much as you want, and this guy's tricks help him gain so many cards back that there are no consequences for him laying anything down, including pipe on the zombie students. Like I said, I never mentioned it before because I had no idea this would be the main struggle of the speedrun. Oh, and his finisher? This card is really good when, oh, I don't know, the hero just spams zombies to die. And you want to know the real advantage of Professor Brainstorm having this? He also has this. My win-loss ratio to this guy was almost 100% up to this point. However, by just praying I don't run into too many of these OP decks for my poor Leafy cards, which, by the way, I wish Leafy cards would have the same amount of leniency as the Mustache synergy. Because what do you mean Peach Shooter isn't a Leafy card? Look at that! It may seem like I'm complaining a lot, and yes, I mean, look how far I've been playing this game day in and day out. The only time I'm not is when I'm sleeping or taking a shower, which unfortunately is a little unoptimal. Did I do it to myself? Was everyone who told me to stop right? These are irrelevant questions. We are trying to find how fast you can beat the game. Anyways, by playing our deck a little bit more aggressively for some of these crazy deck setups, we can start to get more wins on the board. Just back and forth and back and back. You get the idea. What seemed like 2 days, because it was literally 2 days, we finally reached the point to get enough consistent wins to be on the verge of this deck being truly talkable. If you're like, whoa, Roman, that felt like a crazy time skip, I'm telling you, it is harder to rank up in this game than it is in Valorant. It really is that deep. But like I said, we were almost 4/5 done with the challenge until... Oh my gosh. Is he about to just treasure ask me? I'm traumatized, bro. I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, people hack the game. How fun. I can't say for certain if this was a hack deck. Usually you can only run 4 of a card, but sometimes hack decks look a little bit like this. I was so into the zone at this point that I didn't even care. Well, I did care, but I didn't break my setup like I should have, because that would have been unoptimal. You know what's also unoptimal? Not subscribing to RamenRoman. We win our first match quickly to make up for that stupid loss. And then, thank God I have ClickP with me. It feels kind of dirty that ClickP literally is... Jeez, man. 76 hours. Can we do it in 100 hours? That's the new goal. 250. That sounds like, hopefully... Since we got even more gems for making it to the Taco League, it meant we can open multiple packs. And we also got... Holy sh**. Oh my gosh. That is like one of the best legendaries in the game, right? Or something like that. Now that we have a humongous amount of sparks, it was time to make an ultimate deck for the Ultimate League. Yeah, so I crafted these moonbeans, which seems like a cool idea, because, you know, it shuffles crazy good beanstalks into your hand. Unfortunately, for our aggressive deck, they are quite slow. I'm not saying they're bad, just a little unoptimal for what I'm trying to do with this speedrun. Chat wasn't too happy about it, but you know who was? Me. I needed to get some sort of dopamine from playing this game for now 4 days straight. And when I say 4 days straight, I mean 4 days straight. We have multiple eyewitnesses and a VOD that is about to drop. Thank God, because my PC storage is literally about to explode from these videos. Because I was shifting from peas to leafy synergy in this deck to leafy and bean synergy, I saw someone in chat mention jelly bean. It acts kind of like savage spinach, where when it is evolved onto a plant, it does its ability. Its ability of bouncing on zombie on board may seem a little underwhelming at first, but its 2-for-1 in special of wasting a zombie's brains that turn and having a powerful attacking plant on board really helps for an aggressive deck, especially for the crazy OP zombies in this game. Now that we're in Taco League, we face the best of the best Rainbow players, since the season is still fresh, meaning everyone who is here right now is indeed a sweat. Excluding me, of course. Thankfully, there's no harder way to rank up now. You win, 1 star. You lose, 1 star. And thankfully, you can't drop down ranks either. That probably would have driven me mad. Well, I already was acting quite insane from this point. I'm a sheep, guys. Actually, I take it back. I was by definition insane. Meow. This challenge is just torturous. Guys, look, I'm Chinese. But I was determined to beat it and become the fastest person who did in fact beat PVZ Heroes. I do have to say I'm quite proud of how I handled some of these opponents with crazy decks. And I take pride in what I made because I think it was pretty good actually. Even though this speedrun took a lot longer than I thought, the fact that we were beating more than 50% of the time because we were actually ranking up meant I was beating some of the craziest players in PVZ Heroes. This was literally the struggle to climb to the top of Mount Everest, but we were in fact beating matches that I stated previously I struggled against. And though in a days of work I would only progress maybe at most 5 ranks, we were inching our way towards freedom. No, seriously, I really wanted to touch some in real life grass and not the in-game grass. I was trying to find any way to entertain myself and give me some sort of dopamine because PVZ Heroes was just not delivering. I mean, I kind of knew everything about the game. I memorized all of the gravestones from all of the zombie heroes because, you know, when you play for 5 days straight, you kind of memorize everything. I knew how to play around most of the game's things. The only problem was how fast I could craft better cards. The scoreboard you see now has been eradicated because I could not keep score from this point because, well, if you see the person in the bottom left, he is literally not a sane person. Like, no, genuinely, Crazy Dave must have possessed me or something because I do not take any accountability. What does the Jew say? Like I said, that person, not me. And before I knew it, that timer hit. Still going. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's not a big countdown to celebration. It's just. Wait. I was literally too f***ing insane and deprived of emotion and sleep to process that all of the work I just may have done was for nothing. How are we supposed to validate the speedrun now? Timer's gone. There's no record of the blood, sweat, tears I poured into. Nope. We just put another timer on screen and continued. I guess the validity of this speedrun is questionable now, but does that ever happen to anyone? Am I the first person to see what happens to the speedrun timer? Because I'm the only one that insane to keep. Unfortunately, by this point, we were stuck both in-game and in real life. No matter how far out of my mind I played, the fact we had no legendary cards made this 100 times worse because every deck was the cream of the kernel corn crop. No matter what I tried to do, I was in a constant state of purgatory when I got to rank 46. I got 1 star, I lost 1 star. My new YouTube friends came to check on me again because, well,
I am a good person, you have to believe me, I am a good person, you have to believe me, They did this to me, Not you, 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 They did this to me, not you. They did this to me, not you. They... God, please, someone help. Please.
Bro, treating me like one of your fucking side hoes and ignoring my DMs in chat, bro.
I didn't say. No, I don't get DMs on when I stream. I don't get DMs on Discord.
Yeah, no, that's why I typed it in chat.
I haven't looked at chat. I honestly forgot. I didn't think there was anyone in chat.
You didn't look at chat? We have a new viewer, bro. What is you doing? You have all of r/PVZ Heroes watching, bro. Hello, Reddit.
What?
We got new viewers from Reddit. You're posted on there.
Seriously?
What?
Fate worse than hell itself, I'm sure, but like...
I should have picked Solar Flare. I forgot shit, and if I was doing this all over again, I wouldn't pick Green Shadow. But it is a good deck, right? It has to be. I feel like I'm playing everything right. I'm fucking high.
Why did we actually put... Okay.
What?
Good for you, man.
I want to get Cosmic Beam next. That's what this deck needs. Everyone conjures my ass. It's about time I conjure their ass with beans.
Having someone to talk to me while I was going insane was helping a lot, and it started to get my gears turning again. Having a lot of cards for a lot of options is really important for this game. A lot of the times we were actually countering zombie plays, but as the matches went on, we would run out of cards to counter these plays, and we were kind of screwed. Shout out to this person for wanting to craft a Cosmic Beam, because honestly, I really wanted to for this deck. But I was scared how people would judge me. No, I'm being so dead ass. I was peer pressured into not crafting a f***ing bean in a card game called Plants vs Zombies Heroes out of fear people would think I'm stupid. Being a streamer is hard, okay guys? Alright, fuck it. I take the wheel, right? The responsibility's on me now, right?
I mean, yeah, but...
I am getting Cosmic Beam.
I wanted to try and stop you, but... I have faith in you.
And with Cosmic Bean in our deck to make sure we don't run out of cards, we crafted the Ultimatable deck 2.0 because it's gonna get us to Ultimate League, allegedly. So when we get our first Cosmic Bean in our hands, we play it and get...
Alright, Cosmic Bean, do your thing.
Alright, get hit by 1 con man damage for this.
Me, bro.
By the way, you're not even running Admiral, so I don't know why is he even in here?
You told me no! No! Stop!
It's not my fault. You didn't run that.
Okay, you know what? That was the first game, so whatever. Surely the next game when we get this guy... Okay, what the f... You know what? Screw it. Let's just see how good it is. There's no! I said it! I said it! I said it!
He did say it.
What if I play something and he gets his freaking ice super? Is it crazy to play around that?
You are your own man, so you did play
Honestly,
into
you
it.
gotta shut the hell up because you're just willing this shit into existence at this point.
Weenie beanies for the jelly beanie. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
We can use it. We can use it on Cosmic. Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
go for
that's
face
what
and win? Easy? Just kidding. He's gonna have Frosty
Actually,
Mustache, don't do that.
No. Yeah, bounce the Raptor. Bounce the Raptor. Oh, well, let's hope he doesn't draw a whole bunch of cards.
Chat, I'm starting to think I'm throwing, bro. I feel like that wasn't even a play until I said it.
Oh,
Weenie beanie, strike!
Okay, good. That doesn't. Wait. Click P and a
Yeah,
Weenie
that's
Beanie.
lethal,
Weenie
that's
Beanie might
lethal.
actually come in clutch. But Click P in the same.
He's gonna block, by the way. I'm just saying. You know he's gonna block, bro.
Come on, Weenie Beanie. Come on.
no rockets! No rockets! No rockets!
Come on, let's pray to RNGs that he doesn't cuck us.
Oh my god.
And if you think that game was just luck, think about how we literally got the worst conjure and still won. I kid you not, when we added Cosmic Bean into our deck, we skyrocketed through the ranks from 46 to 49 in just a little over 2 hours. Which seems like a long time, but genuinely, it was not. Having extra cards to help evolve our plants was the move. Our win ratio from decks went around 65% to 90%. I'm being so serious. The only time we lost was, well, when they could conjure our ass. This is f***ing bullshit. No, that's so bad.
Roman, bonus attack, then you use your P. Oh. We could have bonus attacked the captain to kill the flag, and then.
Wait, we actually lose because this has f***ing deadly. It felt good that we were not the ones on the receiving end now, most of the time. The mood changed from crazily depressed to now brotherly hype. I'm so pissed I didn't listen to myself sooner.
Yeah, it's really paying off. That's kind of throwing me for a loop. I did not think Cosmic Bean would fucking work.
And we were popping off so hard that someone else wanted a piece of the action too.
Yeah, I'm putting it all on now.
You're not a believer of this deck?
His deck actually got good. I don't believe it.
Actually,
Honestly, once we added Cosmic Bean to the deck, it started to go wild. Honestly, we were doubting, but we should not have.
You guys were doubting. Our first rank 49 match is against Brain Freeze, who I haven't said a damn word about, mostly because he's really not an issue. The only cool thing he can do is freeze all of my plants, but because our Leafy synergy conjures a whole bunch of stuff, he can only stall us for so long.
Just double strike on your like beanstalk.
No, you know what I do?
Holy BS.
And then we put Primal Bee in the Yeti lane.
You could have two brains.
True, actually.
Yeah. No.
Oh, he has something, but...
Yeah, and then we get double strike, so.
This guy's straight ass.
Oh yeah, Subchub's been here for a while. He's that other PVZ YouTuber, probably.
He's bigger than all of us combined.
Oh.
Look at that, easy win.
Smooth sailing.
No, Subchub is literally more favors than me.
Yeah, he is. But he is double the amount.
Yes, okay. Yeah,
Maybe
you know what
in
it says.
Have you hit 10k yet, Sub?
10K, bro? I've been at 10K.
You're at 10k now?
Are you like trolling? What are you talking about?
Sorry, what? Wait, what's
10K,
Subchub at
like-
now?
I think around 10.
Because the last.
Are you sure that wasn't my channel?
Oh, no, you're not at 10k yet.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, so remember when I said this deck was winnable 90% of the time? I would say 7% of the loss rate came from conjure decks. The other 3% probably because of my stupid decisions. Like how this zombie's whole gimmick is that he moves to a different lane after the plants play something. And yeah, we lost because of my stupid decision. Somehow though, we meet him back for the run back on our second attempt, where we absolutely annihilate him because this deck is good. I don't want to hear any comments complaining, okay? This is a wholesome story about how I complete. We actually get him again on our next match.
Oh no, it's the Chinese guy.
That's literally oh my gosh.
No,
I thought Korean was more round.
No, Koreans are like shapes and stuff.
Chinese
I mean-
letters also shapes.
No, but it's oh my gosh, we're not having this debate.
Hey, do you remember at the start of this video where I said you can perfectly counter the smash by making sure your minions are high attack? Well, that's why we have Savage Spinach.
Well, he's gonna like do some tricks anyways.
Nah, he ain't got anything.
I told you guys, these games go by really quickly now. Well, that might change now, because our next match is against Electric Boogaloo. What a nice throwback. There's nothing really much we can do to counter Electric Boogaloo. If he gains more cards by using his tricks, we pretty much lose. But it's a little hard when a lot of our cards can conjure more.
That's not a plant, bro. That's a whole ass grandma.
Hear me out, guys.
Nah,
We bounced
nah.
on that.
That is not tough.
You're not tough. We literally
Okay,
plant
no.
through the apple saucer and we win.
Yeah.
Most likely.
We win sometimes.
There we go.
That's
Hawk 2 on his ass. There we go.
What a journey it has been, finally beating some of these wacky heroes and cooking up one of the most interesting decks I ever did. And now, the match that determines the end to this insanity.
Oh my
Guys,
The
god.
last game.
This is
Guys,
it.
You guys.
I've never done this before.
Dude,
Final
the rest of us have
game.
channels.
Everybody be on your best energy. Let's not talk about Sesby and Lex for the final game of the video.
Yes, Chili P and I do have YouTube channels.
Shut up! Sorry, God. It's bound to happen. Of course, right? Last game. Last game.
Oh, I got one in the water lake. Damn.
That's
Put this
We
in
can
the
bounce
video. You're not winning.
No.
You're not winning this at all.
Oh, you wanna bet on that?
No, he'll play it off like it is the last, and then you look at the time progress, and
It's still
got
2
another
more
hour
minutes left in the video. Another hour.
Damn it. Oh my gosh, those conjures are gonna suck my ass.
Yes, they're getting double discounted.
Dear God, please don't roll a 1.
Okay,
Cool.
thank God. Wait, I think we're at 5 next turn. Yeah.
Oh, that's the zombie from PVZ 2.
You know what? I say we do our bonus attack and go all in. Because he has a 3, so we have a good chance of blocking.
No.
And then we put Punk away.
Unironically, you know what we do?
let him pick this out. He can win. This is all on his own, bro. This is his journey.
Now breathe in and then breathe out. W speed, W Roman.
And then we.
Well, I don't know about that. Whoa.
Are you entirely sure?
Are you sure? Ooh, he did it. Oh my god, you lost.
We gotta use this. We gotta.
Time is ticking.
Ooh, you're playing real risk.
I don't know, man. Oh my god.
If
Breathe.
We are gonna get this double strike there, so
Now imagine if he rolls a 3 here.
come on. The double strike.
No.
We gotta get the double strike clutch. Come on. This is it.
Oh my
Stop the
god.
timer! Stop the timer! How do I stop the timer?
my
I've never
God,
done this
forgot
before.
about
Stop the timer! Yes!
Wait, you're only ultimate league 0? Nah, you gotta get those numbers
Shut
up.
the hell up. What is that? Look at that! That's so... There. Hey,
compared
if
to
you
our
want, if
last
you guys want to get to rank 50 and you want the easiest way there, that's
This is
the
not
deck.
it.
That's the deck. That's the deck you use. Sorry, I'm like really just like reminiscing how empty I feel inside right now.
And there you have it. I just finished editing this video and you don't want to know how long that took. I'm glad you made it to the end of the video though, so maybe now you understand a little bit of the torture I went through in this challenge. Because I really can't explain it into words, but this was mental torture at its finest, but we pushed through it. But I did learn a lot from this video, and mostly, yes, Chili, I am a very stubborn person, and maybe pride got to me in this video, but I did it. I'm gonna go submit my time to, I don't even know where, but somewhere. Subscribe for more, and hopefully I see you guys in the next video. Like, plants are considered living, but not living enough to the point where, like, you can have sex with a plant and it'd be okay. Isn't that wild to think about?
No, plants have feelings.
Do they?
Honestly,
I don't know. Like, do they have brains?
They do. Plants have like chemical responses if you like touch them. So like, yeah, they technically do have sentience, right? So they kind of have a brain.
But if
Sentience is
like I have those same chemical reactions, but like you take my brain out of me, then like I wouldn't really be alive. So like I guess that's what they mean by alive. Like they're like chickens with their heads cut off, basically. That's what plants are pretty much, actually. Just oh my gosh, plants are chickens with their heads cut off in purgatory. When a chicken's head is cut off, like they don't have a brain or anything, but they still like react to things, right? And in the same way, like that's what a plant is, but it's stuck to the ground and it's just in that state until it wilts away or something. It's just a prolonged chicken with its head cut off on a leash. That's what a plant is. So then, I guess the question we're trying to ask is it okay to have sex with a chicken with its head cut off?
That is the question, yeah.
Wait, do you think you get double filed or double sued if like necromancy and bestiality? I guess so, right? Wait, if you have sex with a dead animal, does that count as bestiality and necromancy or just bestiality?
That counts as necrophilia, first of all. Necromancy is the magic.
Right. Well, they're both weird in my eyes, you know, so. So then it would be okay to have sex with a plant, right?
So, I guess it is a little more morally better. Also another trick, so that's cool. So it's a little morally better, but, you know, a little more pathetic, if you ask me. I think you do it to the torchwood there. It also gets double strike. Well, now you do 2 8 damages instead of 3.
Well, we just win.
Damages.
Oh, shit. Actually, that actually might have just lost me the game. Okay, I don't think he can win this turn. He won this turn. He got the 2 I was too distracted about thinking about having sex with plants that I threw.